Just gotta make sure that this is working as per usual.
And
I have a new little outfit set. I got my two ones technically. This one and then the one that I had originally. But I switched the pants because I think the pants look better like this. Gives my Lala more of a him vibe. More of a self. But this is the outfit I want to use. I do need to go and do this. And then link to a glamour plate, and then link it to that. So I want to do my shirt plate. That's not at all what I wanted to do. Bow. No. Wave. Oh, wait, is it this one? Rally, soothe, blush. I was trying to hope. There is one that I can. Is it cheer? Alright, look at the camera. And then we're gonna be. Nah, none of these are. We'll do it like that. That's what we'll do for. That took a little bit longer than expected, but it is fine. Lily's Graha. Oh, yeah, literally just Graha. Awesome. Crystal gems. Oh, are they here to save the day? Why is she flying? Behold, I am bird. Alright, I'll do a house built on death at another point, actually. Want to grab this unicorn mount, mainly because I'm gonna forget about it. I know that. Giga depression. Whoa. That's like more depressed than the average. Alright. I normally don't stream on weekends, but I wanted to do something and I was a little bored after my my appointments today, so I said screw it. I stream. I don't like it here anymore. Why don't let me do this? Is there something? Maybe I need to talk to it first. Wait, what? What's this man just doing here? Sitting doing nothing. Appears to be in great pain. Oh, whoops, that's on myself. Use cure. I have to do it so many times or something? Asuna. Cure 2. Oops, that's on me. Cure 2. Hello, sir. Alright, one's unicorn power. 6 or 14. Okay, that's why it won't work. Gotta be a conjurer, not a white mage. There it go. The creature seems grateful to you. Thank you. I would hope so. Okay. I need to take it off again, but it's whatever. Conjurer Guild. Why do I put my cane on my back? I want to see what my playtime is at. Alright, 17 and a half. Welcome back, Lil. Were you able to find the creature, and what did it look like, if I might ask? 4 legs, 4-legged, a tail, pristine white coat, and a single horn protruding from its brow. There was almost like it was a unicorn you healed. Unicorns are rare and majestic beasts, native to the inner region of Korthus. They are extremely shy and are wont to avoid all contact with man, but the notion that you are able to gain distress is most thrilling. Seeing enough wild creatures to know that its behavior towards you means more than simple gratitude. Nay, the unicorn must have sensed kinship in you. Should you doubt my words, little, pray take this whistle and prepare yourself. A truly uplifting experience awaits. Let's go. Cow? Unicorn, not cow. I'll keep that in the back pocket still. Is there anything that I should be wearing? No. You can see my money's back down to the 9K range. I did spend a little bit of money to get some dyes and some other clothing items, but it's fine because I look cute. And I'm excited for in the future when I can wear hats like this and glasses or something over my eyes. Oh, still here, eh? Great. There's one more thing you should know about the sylphs. They don't take kindly to guests who show up empty-handed. To earn their trust, you'd do... oh, I thought it was... I've seen the little... you do well to bring along a trap. What was it again? My wife Rosa and I were just speaking on the matter not days ago. Forgive me, friend. Speak to Rosa at the comb. Her memory should prove more reliable than mine own. That guy's going through like early stages of like Alzheimer's or dementia. You know what? I haven't used him yet. Let's go with my Choky boy. I'm trying to think, eventually when I can dye him, what colors do I want? Potentially a green, maybe a light pink. A peace offering for the sylphs. Where anyone else, I'd recommend a jar of honey, but I fear that wouldn't get you past their front doorsteps, dear. No, their taste runs more to the unusual. Are you perchance familiar with milk root? That's what we call the root of the most fiendish seedkin, the ochu. When chewed, it exudes a cloudy liquid that's said to induce curious visions of the embitter, or in the embitter. You'd not catch me dead trying this stuff, but the sylphs seem to enjoy it to no end. I've not seen an ochu around the comb in quite some time, but I did encounter a suspicious clump of grass the other day. Were you to stimulate it somehow with the amber syrup, with some of this amber syrup, for example, you might get surprised at what comes out. Good luck. Thank you, ma'am. Back on Choky boy. Papa, papa, papa. Boink. Ochu. Ochu gonna die easily. Like a little swarm. I have noticed they were little bees. Or I guess they're hornets, but still. She never looked at them directly. I was just seeing them as a little cluster of random stuff. No one wants to have an adventure plate. Big sad, big sad, big sad. I'm gonna get mine to be a little bit better set eventually, but for the time being, I think it's okay. Ah, you're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Milkroot, but of course. Those sylphs quaff that cloudy stuff as quick as I do a flagon of mead. The effects just are about the same as well. Haha, funny. Any road. A gift of milkroot will have the sylphs calling you friend and brother the moment they lay eyes on it. Now let me wrap it up for you. I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from that god's awful stench. Oh, that's why he was woozy. The sylphs love the stuff, but me, I'd rather bury my nose in chocobo dung. I dare say the reek even rivals the breath of the marble that put an end to my adventuring days. I can tell you that story another time. We've more important matters to attend to today, yes? The sylphs are an eccentric bunch, but I shared their company enough to know that they're kind at heart. They'll not shun one whose intentions are true. May your parley be a fruitful one, friend, and do not stop by on your return. The flagon of full flower mead with your name on it. There's a flagon of full flower mead with your name on it if you regale me with your adventuring tales. Oh, and do stop by. I read it as do not stop by. And afore I forget, don't go trapezing off just yet. Emmeline here would have a word with you. Travel in safety, friend, and do pass along my regard to the winged ones. Yes, sir. It's good to see your knowledge of sylphic culture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. Upon your arrival at Little Solace, seek out a young sylph by the name of Camuzio. He has served as an intermediary. My brain. I'm very off today. But I was in the mood to stream, so. intermediary between our people on many an occasion, and has the close ear of his tribe's elder. I see that Hawthorne has furnished you with some of that malodorous root that the sylphs so adore. I have something far greater for you, greater import for you to deliver. A missive from the elder seedseer herself. To summarize, the letter contains, in brief, to summarize the letter's contents in brief, it vouches of the integrity of our envoy, that would be you, and restates Gridania's desire to maintain a harmonious relationship with our long-standing friends of the forest. The war with the Ixali, or the Ixal, because there's no I at the end. The war with the Ixal has taken a toll on our resources. We can ill afford to get mired in another conflict. Mired? In another conflict. I need not impress upon you any further the importance of this mission. May the 12 see you return with good tidings. I'll go on Fenrir. Just to make the travel a little faster. Remember the first time I did this quest, I didn't have a, what's it called? A mount yet. So I was just running back and forth. Walking one is not familiar to this one. This one does not trust strange walking ones. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. This one would welcome walking one who moves like these ones. If walking one would take... Oh, good clapping, would talk to this one will answer. This one is a busy one, so walking one should speak with quick tongue. Walking one would bring gifts to this one. Walking one is most kind. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many thanks. Walking one carries message for the elder one, or for elder one. This one will deliver the message to elder one. Walking one should not worry. Papa Limo and Ida. Hello there. We're envoys from Gridania, and we're here to treat with your people. Aye, we come to pay our respects to your elder, and learn from him more of your Lord Ramu. Who are these ones? These walking ones come from Gridania? Walking one became a dancing one and brought milk root, but walking one tricks this one. This one does not like tricks. This one will speak no more. Elder one is busy. Walking one should go home. Go home, you say? But the sylphs of Little Solace have always welcomed Gridanian envoys with open wings. The letter carried by Little here is an oath of peace penned by the elder Seedseer herself. Still you would refuse us? This one's reasons are no business of walking ones. Elder one has no words for Gridania. Walking ones waste everyone's time. Well, I never turned away at the gate. Whatever did we do to deserve such a rude welcome? Was little Jake insufficiently jiggy? I didn't get jiggy enough with it, obviously. I'm as baffled as you, but something tells me recent events have our erstwhile fluttering friends feeling uncommonly wary. It would seem we've no choice but to ask around and see how we might earn their trust. I'll take the weak paralyzing potion, I guess. Say, Little, are you in the mood for dancing? That's right, dancing. You went through all that trouble to learn the sylph's traditional greetings, but you were greeted hardly any of them. Why, if I were a sylph, I'd be besides myself with delight to see an adventurer expressing an interest in my culture. Me? Of course I'd be happy to join you. Ow, ow. There goes my bloody leg cramps. Leg cramps of mine acting up again. Yeah, convenient. So I'm gonna do my little trick. Ooh, walking one knows Jolly Dance. Jolly Dance fills this one with good cheer. Let these two be friends. Walking one would be friends to these ones. This one is overjoyed. This one keeps the way of weaving a secret, even if walking one learned the secret. Walking one could never weave the same way. Walking one is friend of these ones, or is friend to these ones. Friendly like gracious elder one of Forest City, knows how to dance like into these ones' hearts. Yes, I do. So if you're trying to do like a quest where you have to do a email, but you don't want to wait for the email to do it, just have yourself on auto walk while you're targeting onto them, and then enter in that emote as fast as you can. If you're on keyboard, it's a lot easier because it'll do it, but doesn't actually do the emote. Little, would you like to hear the good news or the better news? The good, look at him dancing, he's schmoovin'. The good news is that your lovely dancing has brought smiles and high spirits to all of Little Solstice. The better news, why I've thoroughly recovered from the accursed leg cramps. Onward to our next adventure. Little, as an adventurer, you are no stranger to helping distressed folk, I'd wager. Tales of good deeds are quick to spread. The adventurer who comes to the aid of the local populace can go from stranger to hero overnight. No doubt you see where I'm getting at. The sylphs who make their home in Little Solstice do so having been driven from their woodland home. Surely they have their fair share of troubles. Seek out troubled sylphs and see what might be done to ease their worries. A sound plan, would you not say? That said, the sylphs are not known to share their worries with outsiders. You should better off inquiring the Emedia of the Gridanians who resides here. She is most likely to be privy to the sylphs' troubles. Emedia, Emedia. Praise be to the elements. I cannot express how happy I am to see an adventurer with truly a gentle heart. The sylphs of Little Solstice are sorely in need of aid. Pray hear me out. Being a temporary settlement, Little Solstice, or Little Solace, wants for amenities, not least a stout set of defenses. Consequently, beasts from realms around are free to wander in and terrorize the helpless residents. The Zizgorlins and Galnats that roam these parts are especially troublesome, but slaying one of each should serve as a warning to the rest. Furthermore, perhaps you could gather 3 brownie brushes as well. They have played an important role in sylphic culture. I do not claim to know any of the details, and with such a feral beast prowling the forest, they are not easy to come by. When you are done with the deeds, seek out Camuxio. I don't know if the X is a Z sound or an X sound, so it's different every time. I'm going to say Camuxio. He is slow to warm to outsiders, but your good intentions will not be lost on him. My own experience speaks to this. That's my M. So 2 more after this. Bum, 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 bum. I'm And we gotta go within the brush itself. Bum ba da dum bum bum. Bum ba da dum bum bum. Ba da dun dun dun. Bum ba da dum bum bum. Bwa da bwa 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 bwa. Big ol' gnat boy, big boy, who is a gnat? Look, it's Girabania. I'm excited to get to that point. But we are, we're still just over 100 quests in, or away from, you know, the end of arealmreborn MSQ. Then we got the post MSQ stuff, if I'm right. We got the 7th Umbral era, then we got Heaven's Word, and then we got the Dragon Song, and then we got that, and then we can go there. There's 164, 165 quests in, what's it called? In arealmreborn, as is, so there will be a little bit of time in between. Or until we get to the end. But we're, I think, in the 50 range now of quests that we've done. Dancing One is still here. Dancing One can dance all night. This one's trust is not so easily earned. Here's Brownie Bush, or Brush. Dancing One brings brownie brushes. For this one can dye thread once more. This one is pleased. Dancing One kills Bitey Buzzy One. This one hates Bitey Buzzy Ones. This one is kind, too kind. Many walking ones come to this one's abode, but few are friendly like Dancing One. Perhaps this one was wrong not to trust Dancing One after all. I got some ugly ass pants on right now, but it's fine. Man, please get your butt out of my face. Thank you. That was very weird that she actually listened when I said it. This one asks Dancing Ones for forgiveness. This one have many troubles. Since Walking One last came to our abode, this one must be careful, always careful. But Dancing One is not like other Walking Ones. This one can trust Dancing One. This one would ask Dancing One for help. Strange Walking Ones with bodies of steel come to home of these ones. This one thinks steel ones come from the Empire. Where Empire goes, many living ones become dead ones. Trees fall and bushes burn. These ones' home is in danger. Danger! This one begs of Dancing One to help this one no more. Dancing One is friends with these ones and Walking Ones. Yes? Dancing One must speak to these ones here and Walking Ones in Hut House and find out more. This one has bad feeling. Aw, this one has bad feeling. I love the way they talk. It's confusing, but I like the way they talk. It's cute. This one fears steel ones are after something, but this one should speak no more. Go Dancing One. This one depends on Dancing of Kindness One. Yes, ma'am. Yes, that one. Hello to this one. Strange steel walking ones? Yes, this one has seen steel walking ones carry big boxes. Maybe ones hunt for shiny treasure. This one likes treasure. They're definitely not looking for treasure, girl. We're getting some good money from these now, which is nice. Shush shush, this one says. Steel walking one are scary. Like touched ones. This one hates scary. And scary ones have scary friends. That's fair. respond to some Texases real quick. Okay, there's that done. Red choky boy. No way you don't have a dot. Okay, good. I wonder, did they just go into an FC to dye their chocobo and then leave? Because I'm heavily considering that. If I can find like a cute little FC to work with though, I would definitely do that. Men clad in strange armor. Why, now that you mention, I did see some suspicious types of late. They were gathering deep in the forest. I simply assumed they were adventurers. I know it's probably a woman, but that's the voice that came to mind. Actually, let me try this on. Put this on. And then dye that. I'm gonna dye everything. Ooh. Oops. No, I meant to do dye for this just so I can see in the meantime. That actually kind of looks good together. Not gonna lie. What if everything was jet black though? Yeah. But our ultimate end goal for a headpiece is the toad helm from Shadowbringers. Post MSQ Shadowbringers especially. Or mainly, I guess. Fearsome type clad head to toe in steel, you say? Imperial soldiers, no doubt. I couldn't tell you what they're planning, but I'm sure it's nothing good. Hey, sorry guys, I just gotta take up my motorcycle in your house real quick. Thank you. What other mounts do I got? I have this one. I'm actually kind of curious. It's not bad. Oh, I should have fixed my pants while I was at it. The music here reminds me so much of 7 Remake. Every time I hear the song, like the music in Gridania, I just want to play 7. And it's just so cute. This one is happy to see Dancing One return. What did Dancing One learn? Y'all are screwed. This one sees steel walking ones come from Empire, carry boxes, and go walking deep in through woods. As this one thought, steel walking ones are up to nasty, no good things. This one knows forest well. Steel walking ones try to hide, but this one knows where to find them. This one would borrow Dancing One's map. This one makes mark right here. This one, this is where steel ones hide. This one knows. Dancing One will go looking for steel ones, yes? Yeah, I'll go look for them for you. Do you give, like, anything good here? Ooh, you do give black dye. I will do this. I could always use more dye. I'm never against that, especially because I currently only have 1 soot black dye, and it cost me, like, 1,000 gil to get 2. Or 3. suspicious boxes. Ooh. These ones are easy to kill. These ones have no good health. Walking, dancing one is good at killing these suspicious ones. It'd be cool if Esuna could also take buffs away from enemies. It can get rid of detrimental stuff to friendlies, but it could also remove good things from enemies, because technically that would be a detriment to us. I don't have any more upgrades. Why are these ones? I guess they got thicker skin. Would be the theory behind that. Oh, I actually haven't looked at this yet. So what do I get next? Level 35, I get regen. 46, I get arrow 2. Cure 3 at 40. Only at 45. 45 is what I'm excited for. I cannot wait to have a an AoE and one that stuns. And then what? Glare is all the way down at 72. Dancing one is back. This one breathes sigh of relief. They're like, I got to do everything that they say. They seem like a very literal group. This one was worried. Dancing one found something? Yeah. Let's see. Dancing one found paper inside box. Message from Empire. I was chewing on a piece of candy there. This one can read walking one's symbols. Message paper has names of food and rocks. Food and rocks were inside box. This one knows. This one does not understand. Food and rocks mentioned all came from homes of these ones. How do steel walking ones know where to find? Is there sneaky one hiding behind this one's wings? Snooping one selling secrets to steal walking ones? This one fears this for this one's home. But dancing one has helped so much, or has helped this one much today. Dancing one must promise to always be friends with this one. Brotherly love, brotherly love, brotherly love. Brotherly love. Helpful one arrives at a good time. They talk the way that I picture, or the way they talk, I imagine them sounding like Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy. It's, yes, helpful one arrives at a good time. Like, just that little weird, like, slow, like, hushed, creepy voice. And if they get angry, they do, like, the very angry sound. This one needs helpful one's help. One of these ones named Claxio ventured outside Little Solus alone. Alone is unsafe. Helpful must find Claxio. Claxio struck west after leaving the settlement. Pray before Claxio ends up in belly of beastly one. Yes, ma'am. Oh, do you get anything good? Those are the exact same things. I can get 400 gold off of those, well. But that's not exactly what this walking one is looking for. What walking one wants this little one to return to little Solus? Don't make this one laugh. This one is weary of living with those who are not this one, or these ones. This one wants to be alone. But why?
He's so cute.
These ones rely on walking ones for everything. No better than ones that summon the primal one. Small wonder, this one chose to leave. This one thought this a likely place to build a home. But then meddling one arrives, forces this one to go deeper in the forest. Meddling one is forbidden from following this one. Away with meddling one. But they're scared for you. Can't just be a butt and not be like, oh, my friends care. Oh, that's the RP one. What? Claxio refused to return to these ones? And went deeper into the forest? But this one saw touched one lurking in the forest. Helpful one must hurry and find Claxio. Helpful one should search for spools of thread on the forest. Those things will lead helpful one to Claxio, but hurry before touched ones take Claxio away. So the touched ones are the ones that are tempered. And like all crazy, like worshipy and stuff. Spool. Bum 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 bum. Dum 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 dum. Ba-dum 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 ba-da. Meddling one is back. This one told meddling one to be gone. Tell Komuxio this one will never go back. Never. Time to die. Touched ones should go away too. This one is good one. Everyone should just leave this one alone. Be on guard, little. These sylphs have been tempered, brought under the thrall of the primal Ramu, akin to the Almaja, tempered by a free. These sylphs exist only to serve their deity. They'll answer to no words, only steel. I take no pleasure in this, but it must be done. Defeat the tempered sylphs. Claxio, these ones are your friends. Come with these ones. Serve primal one together. No, this one is good one. We'll never go with bad ones. Pardon me. Meddling one not smart to anger this one. This one has many friends in the forest. Mayhap true. Amorbal? And things were going so well. Is the monkey? No, not Stinky One. Stinky One's scary. Stinky One makes this one go head spinny. Ick, a little Papiamo, and I can handle this beast. You take care of the sylphs. Let's see, God, there's so much. There's something not right about this Morble. Ignore and focus your attacks on the sylphs. Okay, Papillon, I can barely handle this stench. I'm doing my best best I can. If we dispatch the sylph, surely. So the screeches are are stronger than or weaker than the size? I don't know. They're all weird when it comes to their power scale. This one is safe? This one was so scared. Claxio, this one has been worried. So very worried. Is Claxio unharmed? Still in possession of wits? Camuxio, and meddling one as well. Why are these two here? These two came to rescue Claxio. That Claxio is safe fills this one with joy. Camuxio, forgive this one. This one did not mean to run away from little Solus. This one was just afraid. These ones who live at Little Solus were changing, becoming friendly with other ones. This one feared that these ones were forgetting who these ones are. Like touched ones did, but this was wrong. This one was wrong. This one can see that now. I'm glad you can. Meddling or helpful one. This one is grateful. This one will return a little solace to be with Camuxio and friendly ones. At least he learned. Well, that should see to that. What say we return to Little Solus as well? I, for one, could use with a nice hot bath. Fair. A nice warm shower right now does sound banger. Umbral Mage Guild Cult. Interesting name. You know, so far I actually haven't seen that many Hee. That one did not give this one any experience. This one is sad. Alright. This one thought Claxio was forever lost. Helpful one saved Claxio. Now these ones can be family again. This one is known many walking ones, even many kind walking ones, but helpful one is kindest and strongest of all. Helpful one is a hero to these ones. Helpful one will bring these ones and walking ones closer together. This one knows. This one would take helpful one to see elder one. But elder one is she cry. They cry. Wait, mount speed has increased. Alright, so that's how fast I go now. Fast I go with this. Honestly, the cat feels faster. I could be wrong though. Spirited away, let's go. This one must ask forgiveness of kind. I'm almost halfway through the levels at least, because it goes up to 50. And if I'm at 25 or at 22, I'm almost at 25. It's half at 50. Yeah. I was like, wait a second. I don't want to be wrong on simple math, but this one must ask kind one's forgiveness. This one made promise to take kind one to see elder one, yes, but this one cannot. This one cannot because elder one is not here. Elder one is not anywhere. Elder one went into forest yesterday but has not come back. This one is worried. Elder one often goes into forest, but never for this long. Kind one will help find elder one, yes? Near where elder one disappeared is home of walking one named Buskaran. Buskaran may know what happened to elder one. This one would talk to Buskaran, but this one does not always trust these ones. Would kind one talk to Buskaran for this one? And kind one comes from Gridania, yes. In Gridania, many kind ones live many kind ones, yes. This one begs of kind one. Please go to Gridania and ask fellow kind ones for help, and please hurry. These ones are not safe until Elder One returns.
I'm not struggling, you are. Ha ha ha.
These ones and many ones, it's tripping me up a little bit. Glam, all recommended on. Alright, let's enable dye preview. I guess that looks okay, but I like the look of the Lala pants a lot, admittedly. Well, if it isn't our intrepid ambassador, how fare your diplomatic efforts with the Sylph tribes? Their elder gone missing, you say? Why, if he were to end up in the hands of the tempered ones, we'd have a crisis on our hands. You can assure the Sylphs that the sharpest-eyed serpents will be on the lookout night and day. No stone must be left unturned. I would ask you to call upon Gia Molko at Bent Branch Meadows and deliver the message that wood whalers are needed in the search effort. What's this? Up no longer. I'll do that later. There'll be a day where I just go around doing some blue quests, some side stuff. Fix that for a sec. Go there. Here we go. A message from Commander Hulia? Louis. The Sylph Elder has vanished. Worry not, friend. The wood whalers have eyes under every leaf, behind every branch. If the Elder is anywhere in these forests, we shall find him. Alright, not until level 35 do I have my other quest available, but I'm not going to really worry about doing that until I'm all caught up. Praise to my father, blessed by my mother. I serve to save the world. Are they both part of the same place? Oh no, one's a traveler, one's not. Close-knit family of introverts, always ready to welcome you home. Aw, Moon Manor. Where's this? Lavender beds. Ooh. Savage for father, an apple a day. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not gonna do my next job quest until I actually get to story where it's level 35. Just so we can, keep it, synced up, I guess. Which will be very interesting. Dun, 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 dun. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da, da-da. So I am a little over-leveled, which is the concerning thing. I guess not concerning, it just makes things a little smoother for me, I guess. See what he has to say. Well met, adventurer. We have the finest grog and grub on this side of it. Not here to fill your belly, then? Ah, a hunger for news, is it? Aye, there's been talk of a sylph lurking hereabouts. But I couldn't rightly say if it was the elder you seek. Those woodland scamps are all look-alike, sort of like short and painting, one red and another one blue. Most folk would struggle to tell the two of them apart. If you have the time, mayhap you could stay a while and see what the gods have in store. You never know, you might stumble across the Sylph Elder yourself. Oh, is this where I get 1,000 Maws? Let's go. Chicken egg. No word on the Sylph Elder yet, but I'm sure it's only a matter of time. In the meantime, how about you do a favor of old Buscaron in return? Right then, let's put you to work. There's a customer outside who's spoiling for a fight, and I need you to cool him off for me. No need to go cracking any skulls, though. Just take this tub of cold water and douse on the drunkard. Tends to do the trick. My patrons can swill grog all night and carouse loud enough to wake the dead, if they wish. But as soon as they turn violent, I've got to put my boot down. All right. Let's toss some water on him. Ugh, Navika's teats, that's cold. What do you mean, no fighting? This is a Duskwhite scum was. Yeah, I know the rules. A bastard's gets to keep his skin for now. Nice and easy. Nicely done, little. I'll not have my patrons picking fights with each other over a bit of petty prejudice. In case you didn't see, the bloke who caught the brunt of the outburst is a Duskwhite Elizan. They are people who shun cities and live in the wilds, making them no better than brigands in the eyes of many. To be fair, the Duskwhite can be an unruly lot. My bad. But they ain't so bad once you get to know them. And it does not seem right to bar a whole race of people from Druthers for the misdeeds of a few. There should be at least one place where anyone willing to pay coin and drink in peace is welcome, don't you think? I agree. I'll take the gill. I appreciate all good you've done for our patrons. If you aren't disinclined, I have a favor to ask you a favor of my own to ask you. There's a quick-rin friend of mine, you see, the name of Titirun. Titirun, I'll say. A good lad. It was right after the calamity that I came across him fallen in the shroud. He nearly died in all the havoc, so I took him in and nursed him back to health best I could. He works here at my Druthers for a spell after that. Or he worked here at my Druthers for a spell after that. Got to talking about striking out on his own. He did. Not long after cast his lot with merchants bound for Lenosia. Well, it so happens I got to cleaning up around here and came across something of his. This scarlet earring. I know he was fond of the thing, but he must have just forgotten it when he left. So I'd like to see you get this to him. Can't say for sure where he'd end up, but might be a friend of mine. Can. Oh, that makes more sense. Yeah. Rugadine fellow named Baisning. Bainising. Bainising. Oh yeah, that works. You can find him on Hawker's Alley, Limsa Lominza. He knows everything of the comings and goings of merchants there. Alright, how much would it cost to just straight up TP to Limsa? 500? Oops. Go Shroud, 221. I'll TP to the Shroud, airship over to Limsa, and then teleport back home. Alright, that's definitely something someone can put as their event or their search comment. Limsa, please. I wonder if Limsa's popping today at all. Actually, not far from here. Whatever. Kind of top. You found your way to Akker's Alley, friend. A quick rin that worked for the Drifters. Aye, you speak of Teteroon. Related to that Kilkilroon bloke just over there by some blood or another. Two of them put in together and were making good coin, but old Teteroon up and left Limsa not long ago. Couldn't say as to why or where. Better off asking Kilkilroon himself. He might he can be tight of lip though, I warn. Best take this chicken egg with ye. Little bastard loves the bloody things. Okay. Good to hear about old Busk though. Sounds as though he ain't changed a bit, just like him to send Venture along to try to come out his own self. Gods, I miss drinking with that fool. Why don't you go to find him and go for a drink there?
Ah, a dancer.
Customers be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Kilkilroon busy with business. Too busy for blather. Or whatever they said. Or blanter. Chicken egg. Kilkilroon love chicken egg. Love chicken egg more than love customer. Looking for Teteroon. Teteroon no here no more. Teteroon leave Limsa. Teteroon go look for Sparklies. Now working at Trading Post. Good Trading Post. Forget where Trading Post is. Weinberg no Teteroon. Weinberg no Trading Post. Weinberg at Ferry Docks. Go Ferry Docks. Kilkilroon forget things. Weinberg remember things. You go talk Weinberg, not Kilkilroon. Okay, buddy. Teteroon, I seen him. That is to say, I saw him. He was headed somewhere up north. By way of the ferry to Aleport. Might as well head there and see what you can suss out. Suss. The skipper here can take you there. When you arrive, I'd start asking old folk. He's an old hand who knows a great deal about a great many things.
Aleport, please.
That's where he is.
Boing, boing.
Teteroon, I saw him. That is to say, I seen him. Took himself north through Skull Valley into Oakwood. I was looking for a place to run by his fellow Quickrin. I reckon he meant this one right on the shore of Bronze Lake. Maroon's Trading Post. Follow the road north and you're sure to find it. Thank you, sir. Alright, I need to take a quick bathroom break, so I'll be right back. Okay. We go on bike. Go on bicycle. Boing. Ah, we're here. That's right. Don't I meet Graha up around here? Or is that different? Let's see. I can go and sell all of these. I'll keep. Oh wait, no. I sell this one. Sell that. That goes there. Sell that. Sell that. Alright, these are better. Sell and sell. Get back some money with it. Customer, be welcome. Not customer, not come with custom. Bring something for Tetsuroon. Yes, let me take a drink first. Tetsuroon, forget this. Forget at Duthers. Durthers. Druthers? Tetsuroon swore never would never forget earring, but Tetsuroon forgot. But Tetsuroon never forgot. Tetsuroon thank. Tetsuroon thank. Good Bascaroon doing good. Good Bascaroon good to Tetsuroon. Tetsuroon miss good Bascaroon. Aw, little fella. Alright, we take some shmoney. Ooh, weapon coffer. What's mine at? 29. That's not gonna do me any good, but that is fine. Pardon me. Good Bascaroon help Tetsuroon. Tetsuroon dead without good Bascaroon. Must give thanks. Many, many thankies. Aw. Tetsuroon make quicker fire water for Bascaroon. Bascaroon love fire water. You help Tetsuroon make fire water? Need thingies to make. Need many, many thingies. Need coral pup whiskers. Need 3 good coral pup whiskers. Good buddy. He's a funny little fella, but he does so in good mindset. I mean, this works out a lot better than having to go all the way down there again. Grab my net. Okay, let me do that. Let me grab my next one. Look at Chickpea go. Chickpea a good baby. Oh shit. Wait, what is this down here? Oh, those are your automatic sets, right? Teteru make firewater for Buscaroon. You bring thingies Teteru need? There you go, bud. You brought all thingies Teteru make firewater now. Make good firewater for good Buscaroon. Teteru start making firewater now. Good firewater take time, more good. You come back later. These will be good for me though. Teteru make firewater. Good firewater. You take to Buscaroon. Good firewater for good Buscaroon. Tell Buscaroon no drink now. Tell put away 1 year. 1 year make best flavor. Teteru home Buscaroon happy. Teteru get Buscaroon many thankies. Many thankies. You tell Buscaroon. Teteru make big shop someday. Biggest shop in Eorzea. Many sparklies. All thanks to good Buscaroon. Alright. We TP home. And then we TP over there. And then with all the stuff that I did sell, got me somewhat enough to actually pay for this trip. So I want to go on to MSQ list. I am on like fine wine. 3 more until I get my next what's it called? Until we go into 1,000 Miles of Totoro, which is one of my favorite dungeons for some reason. There's nothing particularly special about it. I just quite like it for some reason. Red belly sharpa, yeah, yellow belly wuss. In grandfather's name. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Wretched hive full of villainy. Boing. Oh, just kind of sitting. Ah, you've returned. Thank you for seeing Teteru's belongs to him. What's this? For me? It looks like orange juice. Quickrin's firewater. So he remembers my fondness for the drink, does he? Why, that old... Oh, bloody hells. Who's cutting onions back there? He says to shelve it for 1 year, does he? Aye, that sounds about right. I hate to have to wait, but I reckon it'll be worth it. The stuff has an aroma and body unlike any other drink I know. So he just made vodka. Or grappa, or moonshine, whatever you want to insert. I'll say grappa, because that's, you know, the Italian one, so. It can also be tequila, but not grappa is more my take. It's going to be a long year. Wait till you come back then, friend. We'll have it, we'll see if it can make it through this bottle together. There was word while you were away. Sylphs have been seen in the woods, but near no land of their own. Now, this was a place near here, a place we've never known a sylph to come. Something must have given them a cause to venture this far, more than like the missing sylph elders among them. Here I've marked the tract where they were sighted on your map. Go see if there can be anything to be seen. I have little weird gloves on, but it's fine. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's leading us over to Quarry Mill, so like, I'm sure I can get my armor back to look in the way I want it to. Destination. Go her, Decorian. Gotta search the specified areas. Do a little turn here. Small mouth Orobon. Could be like Ichiban lipstick for men. I love this little outfit that I made. It's so simple because technically the only unique items that I would have had to buy from the store were the marketplace were the hat, and then the boots I got from Gridania. But the pants are the Lalas, and the shirt is the Tauntless. And that's like the gift for going on your, what's it called, for renewing your sub X amount of times, which I don't know if they do sub rewards anymore. I'm sad they don't give away the what's it called, the Fantasia anymore. That's kind of big sad. Hey, look, there's the bard guy. He was just sitting in there. A part of me is considering just playing through all of the game as one class, because it would be very interesting to see, you know, myself use White Mage full through. See if I can get some love for it. Or some more love. Because, you know, I was going to say, White Mage was technically my least favorite class, healer-wise. And it's kind of pushing its way up there. It's kind of going to scooch White Mage, or not, Astrologian down a little bit. It's like, I mean, they're both just flesh heals. But there's something about this that's, like, getting me now. So, was there aught to be found in the woods? What did you say? Wait, what did you come to? Garleans? In this part of the Twelves Wood? For sylphs now Garleans, all in the same place, it cannot be a mere coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the sylphs, tracking them or giving them chase, mayhap? But no, not this far into the woods. The Whaler's Spire are everywhere here. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody hell could this happen? Unless someone guided them through? Someone who knew where the spires stand? And where the whalers watch. A Gridanian traitor. I'm glad you've come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about, knowing that I said we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone as was aiding the Garleans. Someone as was aiding the Garleans. Well, I'm thinking I may have identified our suspect. That was such a weird phrasing. What if that's meant to be like that? There's a regular of mine who used to dive on this thin soup, had a sip and sip on his pint on the account of not being able to afford another. But of late he's taken to ordering my best wines and finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it, but this lad was a wood whaler. Besides, a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on the where the money came from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I couldn't help but put two and two together. Suffice to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name Laurenetis, and last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, little. If he is up to no good, put an end to it. End him if it comes to that. Yes, sir. We shall do that, no problem. This guy's so sad. He's drank a lot. Doo-doo. Laurentius, my boy. Can you not see I'm on patrol? Begone. If you have business with the whalers, take it up to the barracks. Laurentius, don't you dare run away from me. You're gonna die. This doesn't seem right. Not long. To think patrol routes and rations would fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. 'Tis little wonder an empire has risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid men their worth. What did you... How long have you... Help! Please, come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentius. I am under attack. Third cohort, Equis. Yeah, I find it hard to believe that this will take over Scholar or Sage. But it definitely is taking over Astro. How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. He just appeared. I thought you were were working for the Garleans. Oh, yeah. Totally, bud. Totally. The Garleans, right? You called for someone to attack and... A Garlean just showed up. That's kind of crazy. Laurentius. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough, I say. Enough. It's over then. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong, and I was proud to join their ranks. Am proud, but they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, and duty, but in the end, it was those with money who do as they will, whose lives as they will. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money, endangered myself, my home, and everything and everyone I love, which is my actions have put your life in danger too. A little bastard. Though you do not realize how much, bloody idiot. Did you imagine that you've cornered me? It is not I who was cornered. Garleans, I've brought you the Lalafell bastard. Hey. I wonder if you're a race that wasn't introduced yet, what he would say. Would he actually say the right ones, or would he be like, I brought you the annoying or like unusual bastard that's been following me, something like that. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so delusional as to believe they can change the power of Garlemald? I know I can, and I will. You would need a veritable mountain of gil to fund such an endeavor. Such is the cost of fighting great power.
Ironically, he called that because we do get someone who's got a lot of money, and we do take back, you know,
Gurabania at least. Or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will Gridania. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a feather in the bed of Garlemald, did ye? You there, Lalafell. You stand here at old Busk's with at old Busk's wish, no? Then you don't stand alone. You mean to stand against the might of the Empire with this red belly rabble at your side? Guys betray your words, coward. You know full well of the whalers fear, the wasp's sting. That on him. I'm gonna put over a heal on a boy. Let's show them what happens to those who oppose the Empire. All right. If it's a fight Buscaron wants one, then Coral Claws will fight it. How? Why? You scum have no allegiance. It's what the lack of discrimination does. People actually care for one another's. Even if they don't work together, they're still looking out for the well-being, and especially of their home. So this is to be my end. We got 3 dots on him, 5 teammates fighting. Pretty good all together, I'd so say myself. How has it come to this? I don't know, Ardbert with beard, or it's like weird sides. Or mutton chops, that's what it's called. Impossible. How did you beat the best Empire's finest? How did you best the Empire's finest? And with bandits and poachers at your side, they are your sworn enemies. They do not fight with you and not against you. Why do they fight with you and not against you? Aye, but I know the answer too well. Buscaron. And this is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act. Better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I am sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies, no more bribes. I will go to the Order Twin Hours and confess my crimes. There's something I would like you to tell, Buscaron. Tell him Laurentis, the fool says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted before my eyes. Alright, let's get off that. Oh, right. I need to equip that. And then do the glamour plate. And then reload. I got my best stuff. Alright, now we go back over there. I wanted that done because I feel like I'm about to go into the... Oh. There we go. The next dungeon, and I want my adventure plate to work. All right. Not Eden Papillon here. And as much as I'm like, hey, I want to get to these other expansions and stories, I'm actually very much so enjoying my time going through A Realm Reborn again. I learned not to... Laurentis confessed to his crimes. I just had a word with them... I just had a word from the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight into the nest and gave himself up. Lad's had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a... brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the Whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gridanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is protecting Gridania's... Trouble is... Protecting Gridania is too big a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation. A man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought that if he couldn't change things, change a lot of his fellow men, he might be able to change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not his own. Or just not on his own. Somehow, he'd failed to grasp one simple truth. That those things cannot be done alone. We must do together. Fail to grasp one simple truth. Those things cannot be done alone. We must do them together. They must be done together. He asked you to thank me, did he? And there's good in him yet. I hope them at the Adder's Nest are able to see that. What he's done ain't easy to forgive. But I like to think he'd been afforded to make a chance. Afforded a chance to make amends. But let us leave fates of the 12. I have other news for you. Little, the Sylph Elder has been found. Freak here. $32 more quests in this section of the story. It's taken us a fair old while, but we've finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. His name is Frixio, and he is the eldest among the sylphs of Little Solus. He has represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes. He's like the bridge between us and them, a small leafy green bridge that we can't find at the moment. Any bridges, and bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find him. There's an abandoned dungeon called the 1,000 Maws of Todorok here, in the South Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the Frixio was seen, not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'll find him. Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. Needs help to help Elder One. Poor Frixio. Poor Frixio. Whoa. Hold your chocobos. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong. Nice and slow. Elder One went into Toto Rock, but has not returned. This one is worried. Very worried. And you're right to be. The place crawls with the nasties waiting to make meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. When the seven hells was he thinking, entering that bloody death trap? Elder One had no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, Walking One must help Elder One. Help Elder One now. The fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Frixio is the best hope of reaching an accord with the sylphs. Were we to lose him, all effort thus far would have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds, Ida. Make haste to the Edder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Little, go to 1,000 Miles of Todorok and see that Frixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and sylph rests upon your success. Yes, sir. Oh, Yennefer's here. By order of the Elder Seer, the dungeon known as the 1,000 Maws of Todorok has been placed under the control of... What? The Sylph Elder is inside? And you are sure of this? How in the seven hells did he manage to sneak by? God strike me down for a pure blind fool. You must find the Sylph Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to the Todorok is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready. Yes, sir. Da-da. Why are you saying good luck? It didn't work. Ugh. Why not? Yeah, we got some good DPS out here. once I'm actually not working with a slow team. Got a few things. Got one up to 90, so they're a tank main. And then got dance up to 90, so they're so they're like a DPS mix. All right. I shall hold my step back as per usual. Can only allow so many of them to get poisoned. Does this hit? I do. Isabel Pink, Zen Gamer, and Zen Madjingos? Just a simple here. Shall do that. And it's pulling a hefty amount, but at least he's using his mitigations. I don't know why it was just pushing me forward still. Or why it went into the text mode. But, so Control S is, or Alt S is say chat. Control P is party. Control C. Control A is alliance. Control F is free company. Control Y, obviously, yeah. Control H is shout. I don't really use those shorthands for the for talking. I usually just do it manually. Just go down here, click it, and then do it as I need. But Isabel Pink has a really cute outfit. Obviously, all pink, relatively simple, but cute nonetheless. And it has normal fit, and then he's got that one, which is one of the best tanking tops visually. Absolutely love that one. Usually what I use on my tanks as well. I don't like having to full focus just my my heals, but you know what? They're going through it swiftly. I just don't want the guy to die.
Darkness.
Mighty Slayer of Ifrit has now come to me. They better not be fighting the boss. I'm gonna be pissed. With a countenance that bespeaks understanding, an intriguing power, the echo, I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Hydaelyn of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical
Yeah, they
tale,
started it up, I think.
truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
I want to watch these cutscenes, but like,
All that stands
no one
between this
stops.
world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Yep. I don't gotta do anything, obviously, because these guys don't want to let me watch the cutscene.
Feel the presence of evil.
To be fair, it's
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Oh, wait, I think they're already gone. Alright, let's see. No boss fight. Awesome. I now have this cutscene to instantly watch. We're just so good that we beat the boss without even having to do anything. Also, do people like not just look at if there's a cutscene going on? Like, I will stop everything I'm doing in a dungeon for my teammates if they have a cutscene. So what did I even get from here? I got a dagger and new boots or shoes. You know, I'll take 2 comms anyways. Crack. Finally, fresh air. Mayhap not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanish the many-legged one? This one is grateful to the Walking One. I didn't do anything, but it's fine. This one is called FFxiv, the eldest of these little ones. Of the eldest ones of little souls. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing note of lax call, sir. Nothing of note at lax call. Understood. Return to area 12. Damn it all, where is that accursed icon hiding? No sign of our wizened friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. I shall order that the search perimeter be expanded. Shall I order that the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramuh will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I would strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylph we captured? A handful of them seem to be reasonably good health when I last looked. My apologies, my lord. I feared we have been overzealous in our efforts to compile them to summon their icon. Really? Centurion, what were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? This is, well, it is well that I do not entrust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhap it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to no one's own god. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god. I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. Like, in that cutscene we just watched when we were going into the boss fight, I didn't realize that I didn't remember that La Habrea was there, so that's why I'm kind of excited to watch all these cutscenes, but
People just gotta kind of look around and be like, hey, someone's got a cutscene.
maybe I'll start calling it out to them. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it. But at this rate, no, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. Was it that you always said? Ah, yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of impossibility if not we? In that alone you were very right, Garland. But as your star is long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise, and it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Baelsal's ultimate weapon will seem like a mere candle beside it. Okay. Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that our kind, this one fears that other taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced walking ones have black hearts, seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Neuraxia, do not pass judgment too harshly. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. That's me, I'm a good one. Does walking one feel unwell? This one would know what brings walking one to this place. Came to this one's rescue at Neuraxia's bidding. This one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramu, then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit the lightless place. This one will return a little solace. When walking one is ready, please come to see this one, and these ones may speak properly then. Then instead, let this one accompany walking one outside. No, she's so tiny and adorable. Alright. We shall go on Choky Boy. A little sad I couldn't fight the boss there, but I'm more invested at the moment of watching the cutscenes and seeing what the, seeing any story that I missed and getting the full readable experience. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph leader, or the Sylph elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I'm glad FFxiv didn't come to any harm. But there I go, tempting fate. Run over to little Solus and secure us peace with the Sylphs. before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlian and the 12 Adder both. You've done Gridania a great service this day, lad. And earned yourself a place of honor here at Druther's. In doing so, be sure to come by whenever you feel like a drop of Quickrin Firewater. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the Sylphs of Little Solace. This is Azima Rose Oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elements, weaken it. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the sylphs as well. By working together and fighting together, we will survive together. And the 12s would with us. This gift I ask you to bear, the symbol of hope that both Gridania and Sylph alike, Gridanian and Sylph alike, will live to see the light beyond this darkness.
Thank you.
Hello, big boy. Boing. 96. Damn, if only the numbers were reversed. Nolexia. A gift from walking one Bascaron? A gift for these ones? Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking one Bascaron and adventuring one are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many walking ones are scary. Many walking ones utter many lies and much deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Money. That's the exact same one that I'm currently wearing. Just a slightly different shade, I think. This one has been expecting walking one. This one fetches elder one.
Hello there, dearie. I am Elder One.
This one is pleased to see walking one again. Welcome to the home of these ones. There you are, little. We have just been hearing tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Thank you, sir. The walking ones who aid in Eorzea, this one is grateful. Wish to have been of service. If you don't mind me asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as walking one calls them, of this one began when Imperial ones entered the woods. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Or these one. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Todorok. Would that this one had not. In Todorok, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black. What a feeling I should be more worried than I actually am. Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the word of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees one walking. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summon the Lord of Levin but once, and yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything, actually. It's the opposite. They think of you as a friend. They don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one knows well, and respects honored one Khan E. Senna. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. Good. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from the Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all these ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back into normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones. My brain's starting to not comprehend the word ones. God. And did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all these ones who not wish to be bound by Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral home, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. Or as this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania. And so these ones ask for chance to set things right. Son of a... that explains why they're so hostile towards Trespasser, but what about the abductions? Fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation. Another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellow back into the fold. The timely manner that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Other Frixio, we thank you for we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to corroborate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that feelings are conveyed to honored one Kani Senna. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. The Sylph Elder's very reasonable. I must say, you can learn a lot from him. Was that a jib? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize the reason if it punched her in the on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. And there they go fighting again. Anyways, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfidia about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate if you would deliver Frixio's massive to the Adder's Nest. Other Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. Thumbs up. The honored one, the honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find way to live in peace. Cute little things. Please wait, walking one little. This one is yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. Oh. When these ones summon Loramu, one of these gifted, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon the walking one as a symbol of one's trust. Or of these one's trust. Here we go again. Yes, this one was not mistaken about walking one. Walking one is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within walking one enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to walking one. Walking one must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before walking one returns to Gridania, this one would ask walking one to watch touched ones. As long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If walking one witness touched ones making no trouble, mayhap walking one can testify to walking ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safety places to look out for touched ones. Yep. I'll go do / look out. Speed demon. Speed demon. Stinger Sophie. There are tempered sylphs in the distance, but you do not sense that they pose a threat of danger if left alone. Level 50, level 40, level 40. Yeah, this area is a little up there in levels. Oh, there we go. Lionheart. Interesting name. 42. The 42. Trials, they don't got raids or anything. Interesting. Private Frog. How went the meeting with the Sylphs? A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramu. As long as we have, as long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures. And in the knowledge that they will bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats in our security. You have done our nation a great service, Private Frog. It will not be forgotten. Vesper Bay, take it again. The Sylphic folk have been long friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them painted the Elder Seed Seer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the signs of the Seventh Dawn not offered us to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may have well led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. I will do that. Hello? Hello, little? Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Eden and Papayama returned some little ago. They wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you. The name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies. The Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. At the end of one's tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the waking sense. She said the line. At your earliest convenience, I would appraise you of the present situation in person. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Omni Slash. Ew, social gaming sounds horrible. Haha, funny. 140 for Omni Slash. We are a family ranging from new players to veterans, looking for all kinds of players from casual to hardcore and everything in between. I can use this now. Gamer. A scholar. New dungeon quest. Well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, little. Lady Minfilia awaits you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. Alright, I'll be back in a second. Restroom break again, so a moment. Rolling one is here. I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolved bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightfully claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thancred is sparing no effort. They are many and one, just as you suspect. Their purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I have been meaning to ask, but is Alize quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I. Alas, Alize has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that our destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldessian report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. Little is so confused. It's good to see you again, Little. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelveswood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. See, the moment they stop putting in, like, weird words, I'm good. But, like, until then, I'm screwed. But the moment that happens, I'm screwed. With that, we can strike remove from the list. So who's next? The Shahagin and Leviathan? The Lords of War has not answered his minions' call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Shahagin remains as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as your Stolas says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty what next a primal will return, or when next a primal will return to plague the land. This being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? Maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend upon it. Indeed. So then, of all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with Gridania. Wait, I mean Garuda. The primal the Ixal who live near Gridania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many malms to cover, but that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have waited, or have not long have wanted for more practicable solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? He's near and far. But one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle the matters pertaining to the Sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seedseer. I bid you all to enjoy a moment of respite. You have earned it. Is there something else, little? Beg pardon. A man named La Habreda supporting a red mask robed in black. 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Asians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off their veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him and his designs. In dread to the...
Eek.
Tataru. Oh, hello, little Sylph. Oh, this is when the sad stuff starts happening. Sylph and Finalfantasy? At long last, this one finds walking one little. This one is most dependable of these ones. Is sent by Elder One FFxiv to help walking ones. This one is called Eorzea. This one comes as a friend. Okay, no, wait. The sad part's a little bit later. Let these ones be friends. Pleasure to meet you, Eorzea. I swap my... There we go. I want to be, you know, in my fit, not some random looking thing that the game decided. I shall put this here for now. Yes, Tataru is as ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged in the same steel as you, I am afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to know and to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, little drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet the darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but that they would grow so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. I am afraid there is no rest for the weary, little. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked ones, or the masked man. The Asian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound to with dealing with another primal. As present, we know little and less about the Asians, only that the devastation that follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fear proves to be reality, we must all do in our power to stop them. Earlier I sent word to each of the grand companies to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on potential sightings, or on a potential sighting. This is the intelligence that we have ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further how you go about the investigation there afterwards. I leave wholly to your discretion. But whether you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, little. Yes, ma'am. Alright. I shall go here first, and then we shall go do that. For little Alamigo. Oh, that's right. It's just right out there. It's very weird not seeing a name pop up right over here. Because this is where Son of a Lich Frozen Hand always sits in Cactar. The Masked Man? Ah, you're the one coming on behalf of the Scions. Of course, yes. As we've already relayed to Lady Minophilia, there have been sightings of this rogue near Eastern Thanalan. The Brass Blade station at High Bridge describes him in detail, whether he alerted us to suspicious activity, or when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness. I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Quickrin. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, High Bridge seems its fair share of travelers. Folk are always coming up and going, and some among them may well have caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hihibaru. The fellow always starved for customers, and he'd no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Shall go to Drybone. We shall go down. Do that. Actually, how far until it takes me to... We'll find that out. So this quest is Shadow of Darkness. Okay, technically 4 including this one until we get to Little Alamigo. So we shall do this as the game is giving us, and we will go on to Braving New Depths a little later. Alright, off we go more. 201 mates. Tim Hortons. Oh yeah, the Mounties. That's a Canadian group right there. Those are my people. Oh, we're at this part. A single set of 100 gil. Welcome to High Bridge Adventure. Whatever you seek, Hihibaru, can provide it. Probably. After a masked man? I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why didn't you say so sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of the many rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, mayhap you'll learn a thing or two, eh? Oh, he's Canadian as well. When the Order of Naldthal began evacuating the ruins below, I had hopes that High Bridge would turn into a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to the endless nightmare of beastmen raids, folk are too afraid to come within a malm of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making an earnest effort to stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Whining won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need business. Speaking of which, sorry. Perhaps you'd like to browse my wares. Spend a bit of coin to help a struggling merchant. Mason, bah. I'll take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know more about him, go and ask the other merchants. Thank you. I'm not really here to, you know, work the way that you're talking about, my boy. I've heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's been appearing not only around Highbridge, but elsewhere in Thanalan too. Even folk have reported seeing him. Convince me he's more than a figment of the imagination. But little is known about him otherwise. Interesting. What does this one give? There. Look at these ruins. So nice, so pretty. Alright, 2 more. And then we go back over to Baru. On the trail of a masked man, I've heard of him, but only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It is said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. And that's about all I can say. Little though it is. I'm little. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum ba dum bum bum. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough with those shady characters looking around. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the quick run raids. None but most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Speaking of quick runs. Dun 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 dun. Boing. Boing. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my rudeness earlier. It's just that things are tough for us merchants at the moment. The quick run raids are so consistent, so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do. But that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye out for your masked men. If I see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. So this says it's salmon pink. Oh, it's not bad. I finally got some honest to God's information on your masked man. Why so confident? Because I saw him with my own 2 eyes. I was out for an evening stroll minding my own business when I noticed a column of smoke rising from the cliff near Thal's Respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man. I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if in answer, some Quickryn appeared soon after. The group began talking at length. I was afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. After the group had dispersed, an idea came for me. If you were to use the smoldering coal to start a fire, might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It will be dangerous, I shouldn't doubt, but you've proven yourself more than match for a pack of rats. So what do you say? Or so what do you think? That sounds some reliable information, even though I don't know what that sound was. Even if I do say so myself. Well worth all the lingering about you've been doing, wouldn't you say? Yeah, pretty good. I don't know if that's something outside, if that's a plane, if it's thunder, if it's coming from inside the house. And the Seth Shroud. I forgot they actually do connect up here, which is really funny. 100, 236, 236, 279, and 354. Corpse Brigade foot soldier. All my words are getting messed up right now. So we're making good progress, even if it's relatively slow. This progress is much better than I thought it would be. Considering we went through first impressions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, almost 19 or 20 quests so far today. So 18 quests technically once we finish this one. So we keep that pace. 5 more days and we'll be done main MSQ, which is a little while, but that also is like I've only done 18 quests through the past 2.5, 3 hours, and I took some breaks here and there, watched some long cutscenes, messed up my wording a bit. So I think if I keep on a steady pace, do 20, maybe 25 quests a day per stream, we'll be going through this really well. Back so soon, were you able to find any clues leading to your masked man? This scroll. It bears a prayer to Rhalgr the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Rhalgr is the guardian deity of Alamigo, which is currently under Garlean rule. It's highly uncommon for folk of other nations to revere him. I'd wager my last guild on your assailant was Alamigan. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant in me envies such diverse network of contracts or contacts. The self-same merchant also senses danger ahead and darkness besides. Are you certain you'd rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge? That man. The Alamigan bandit you had a run-in is somewhere connected to the masked man of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head towards Little Alamigo, the southern Thanalan. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is the favored destination for those refugees who could not well adapt to life in Ul'dah. The hearts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in. And for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place and prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she will be, but there just so happens to be that I have a daughter who has relocated to Little Alamigo. Her name is Hihira. And it shouldn't be hard to seek her out. While you have her attention, I'd be obligated if you could obliged if you could send my love. A day goes by that I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. You are so tiny. I suppose this is it then. I had hoped you would linger here a while, cull some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. But something tells me you're destined for greater things. Wherever you end up, I wish you the best. Alright, now we travel all the way down and over. So I need to give it more thought, but I am trying to figure out how I'm going to be doing the playlists for the streams. Now, my original idea, and maybe the one I'll probably be going with, is have all of these streams just in their own thing. So, got arealmreborn, we have Heaven's Word, Stormblood, Shadowbringer, and Walker dawntrail when that time comes. And then work towards maybe so this is where I'm thinking. Because a secondary stream variation would be still 14 related, but would be, you know, in between. If I want to use a different class, it'll be me leveling it up. Now, when that happens, I can do it alone or I can do it on stream. It really depends on how I'm feeling for it. But the main thought that comes to mind is do... Just grab that. Please don't attack me. Is to have each playlist in its own, and the lead up to the next expansion will be a part of the previous one. So, you know, post MSQ will be one thing that'll obviously still be a part of whatever expansion it is. But once we're done there, I'm curious as to think, do I continue the leveling on this? Do I make it its own little series in between? Do I call it preparing for blank? I don't know. There's a bunch of things that I could do in preparation and theory for said what is it? For said content. Adamantoise green? No, turquoise green. Not bad. Might do that at a point, who knows? So we're only one level away from level 35, which then we can do our next healer quest. But again, like I said, I might be waiting until I hit level 35 for story. Berry pink. Oh, that's actually really cute. Why, yes, Hihibaru's my father. He said what? Wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with my family matters. But I'm grateful to you for delivering that message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man? I'm afraid the description does not ring any bells. But one of the other... He's here. Might have seen something. I would recommend you first speak to... Gundobald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Hello, sir. Song of hope, she dances on the wind. It's gotta respond to some text. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you, pray? You struggle enough without having to answer the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. So. Sunset orange dye. Right, and then it's over there. Oops, just regular shift I. Yellow, 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 reds, blues, and then the white to black spectrum. Item comparison. Those are the exact glasses I already have. Alright, 500 gil I'll take. Well met, adventure. I am Gisilbert, head of security here at Little Alamigo. I heard tell that you have business with Gundobald. Knowing that bristly old bear, I doubt he told you to bugger off. Owning to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my men and I can get so much as a word of thanks out of them, despite having watched the place day and night. But thanks or no, I try to help my fellow men when I can. As you can see, and you seem a different sort. If you tell me what brought you here, might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar. But I have men on lookout for Almaja to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activities, they're likely to have seen it. I had a mind to take them each on a cup of sweet Hydaelyn tea, so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. God, I kept putting words that didn't exist there. Neum. 8, 23, and 14. We are making progress with our shmoney buildup. Who the hell's you? Who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Well, ain't ye considerate? Thanks, my friend. What's that, a masked villain? Hiding among the refugees? Like as not. My compatriots also live here, go about as they're not dead up on their feet. 'Tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. Fair. You there. Are you an Almaja? No? Then carry on. The sophisticated aroma. It's been 4 hours since I've had a drop of sweet Hydaelyn. I'm going to enjoy this. What, a masked man? Don't know. Don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a murmur's fart. Wow, that's a statement and a half. Shoo, don't bother me. The Almaja overrun us, I'm blaming you. For me? You shouldn't have. Sorry? A suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't make out whether it was a man or not, with what the mask and robe. But assuming that it was a he, and we're talking about some Alamegans, I'm sure he was one of them. Alright. Progress. This way. Roy Berman. That is the set I have on. I was hoping it works for next time. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That does not sound like much to go by. If you've got any further, if you're going to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Ooh. Woad blue dye. So, you're determined to press on with your investigation then? Then I have some advice to offer. As I said before, you won't go far without the Alamegans' trust. And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect to vouch for you. Coin does talking in Ul'dah, but Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible as a common purpose. That purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gundabald belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so you best bet you can, you best bet would be someone who's a part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Speak with Minfilia. Can't wait to get to Endwalker. So many parts of that I want to relive. I know I say this a lot, but like it's just how it be. Scooge, Neom. Eternal Sorcerer. Oh, cool name. Hello, Thancred. You wouldn't so happen to know a man who's wearing a mask, would you? Welcome back, little. How fares the investigation? I see, given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them. For the past 2 decades, they have seen it remain in their enemies' clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. What that more could be done to ease their hardships, I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigations, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native among the Scions, and I am pleased to introduce him to you. Forget who it is. 24, almost. Your Alamegan comrade is named Haribert. He joined the cause in hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Haribert is currently in between missions trying to look for him in the storage. Yes, ma'am. Frostfield? Are involved. Armor mender. Do I need to mend? I'm really good on my stuff still. Discipline of war. All right. If it isn't Little Frog, for the Scion's Rising Star. Oh, the Scion's Rising Star. Is there aught I can do for you? Yeah, I need to know how to persuade your people into talking to me. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? This is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamigan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. Though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same. The liberation of Alamigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they have nothing to do with me. And they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albrida. She's a resident in Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. This is a costly one. Actually. I have two things I want to do first. Because today is Saturday. I would like to see if I got anything with my my winnings from the pot board. Back pot board. Cashier. Oh, it's tonight. Okay. I thought it was earlier. Can I do any more? I have 0 MGP. I mean, I could go win some, but I'll do that at another time. That woman's in a timeout. I need to go to Quarry Mill. Soon, my friend, you shall be of great importance to me. Hey, you want me to introduce you to the resistance? Why the hell should I do that? Give me one reason. Herobrant sent you? That worthless horse, son. He abandoned his comrades, his woman, and then he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realize Herobrant is only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, and that's all I need to know. If you seek the bloke, see that bloke there? That's Mefrid, captain of the resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Killing them softly. I'm Mifrid, a proud man of the Alamegan resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wounds gone and festering. He's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. God's damn it. I asked the villagers for aid and they got me on my knees begging. But they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarry mill caverns will turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at that moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. One of Mifrid's is in a bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, I truly do. They are my countrymen, after all, but that mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know right terrible the beings that can be. How right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if I got everyone banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlie, the hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Okay. You wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer. But I'm afraid I have not authority to grant you your wish. The authority that belongs to the elementals, our eternal guardians of the Twelve's Wood. All outsiders, be they babes of the breast or men grown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial. And ever shall it be. You guys are the worst. Hoopo. Touch all the butts. That's how it be then? That's how it's to be then? The bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody wills. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out. And I can't oblige them soon enough. Problem is, some of my men aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you know well, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us. So I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is tradition remedied with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd be forever in your debt. Papa Booey. Papa Booey. Really? Only the one? Thanks, lady. Oh. We knew. We knew what to do. Now you're back. Tell me you got 4 horns with you. Here you go, sir. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralger that there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. Would you happen to know a man named Buscaron? Would you? You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folks in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make medicine. I'd be grateful if you could bring the horns over to him and ground them down, and have him ground them down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Faramund here. Godspeed. Alright, so with this one as well. First impression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. This is our 26th quest of the day. So we are making good progress. I did 48 between the past few days. 25, 20 something. Right now, 50, 67. I've done 74 quests so far, so I'm making... That doesn't seem right. I'll do the math again later. Little, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me. Well, these look like a good piece of antelope horns. At least it look like good antelope horns. You say them, need them ground to make a medicine, you say. Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff that I have in my stores. I, no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier in Cornmeal? So it comes full circle. Well, I hope that it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. That's fair. And this will be our last one. I am getting hungry. And that's mainly because I can smell food downstairs. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Well, I don't have any area to sleep at the moment, so we shall take shelter over here. And just, just relax like that. So that'll be end of stream. Thank you to anyone who was watching. I might be live tomorrow. Depends on how things go. I'll be live guaranteed next on Monday. So take care. Hope everyone's good. And yeah, have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And see you on the next one.